TV been
You don't like fashion?
I mean,
You
it all
like
came out
fashion
nice,
though.
I don't. All my fashion idea come from me looking at the clothes and I just putting it on me. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not inspired by anybody what they wearing, how they dress it.
It was the first year they did a black theme though. It was Dapper Dan. Y'all know who he is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they basically did the whole theme Dapper Dan style.
For me, I visited one chamo over the weekend,
Yeah.
and she had me watching the Korean reality TV show. It was kind of nice.
Oh, yeah?
What was it about?
Just a bunch of other stuff though, but it was actually nice.
With a subtitle?
I'm in love story drama kind of, but it was a Korean movie.
Reality show,
reality
Korean.
TV. Yeah,
Reality too?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I ain't never.
Yeah. Everybody tapping in reality right now.
Welcome back to In the Fries. We have the whole gang here except for the lovely Emma, but you know, we keep striving. My name is Smitty Stokes. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Let them introduce themselves.
Nabila Bass, you already know.
They may let it give. Why you get a whole knee? J Biz. You might both Google your knee or something.
My man, my giving knee, my boy. You got issue with my knee.
Yeah. Yes. Today we have J Biz and we have a guest in the house, Schoolboy Wheezy. Hand clap for Schoolboy Red Clear.
Thank you, Mr. Schoolboy, for coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, we brought him. We're just going to talk a little bit, dissect into his lifestyle and all he has going on. He has a few projects coming up. And, you know, when we have great artists like Schoolboy Wizzy on the couch and Joel on the couch, we got to, like, you know, get all the tea.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get all the tea. But let's start off calm. My first question is, when did you come to the States?
So I came here 2009, 2010.
Tell me about your partner here now, man.
Remember how you got
there
to
for a
America
minute.
2009, 2010?
Wow.
How you got there? How you got to America 2009? That's for real. So you came both times?
I came 2009.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
2009.
Mr. Fact Check over here. What helped you get into music?
I gave a little
what
hard
was the
time.
turning point? Was it
So-
back home or was it here?
I got into music back home, but it wasn't like officially like something that was legit until I came to the United States and linked up with what's the name? True Story.
Oh yeah,
Brought
true
Picking
story.
It down. And then
Yeah,
they
I
took me,
remember.
Yeah, they took me in the
Remember
arms
guys.
and started doing the whole hip hop thing, and then it went to hip hop versus Trapco stuff in Philly with True Story.
Hold on, we're going too fast. I don't
Okay.
know anything. What is Trapco? What is hipco?
So Trapco is like it's like hip hop, but it's speaking colloquial and they're using a different type of beat. It's like trap beat mixed with Liberian sound.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So the minute created their own
They created
genre
their
of
own-
music.
yeah.
That's fire. I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna start using
Our
that.
music industry already struggling to know us. The minute get it,
We did subgenre.
They created a whole new genre of music.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But yeah, I know Schoolboy Wheezy from soccer. He's a really good soccer player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays soccer in the community, or he used to play for some Fiji team.
Jurong
I think they're
Star?
the best team in the world, Jurong Star. They can ball play from all around the community and play on
Oh,
one
you
team.
play for Gion Lone Star?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
play for
yeah.
Oh, wow,
Jurong
that's
Star.
great.
They
And
used to
Jurong
play
Star also
back
helped
in
me
the
get
day.
into college. I played for Wilmington, but I dropped out because when I came from Africa, I had a sickness, Goa, so I couldn't play my full length of college. So every time I go play, I'll be having problem with my leg, so I had to drop out.
Damn, so you're saying that in 2009 when you came from Africa, you had Goa here in the US?
I came with it.
Okay.
And then how, I mean,
The moment I came here, let's say in 2 weeks' time, I got better.
yeah, but how were you able to treat it?
So when I got here, it was already, I think it was like around March.
But that real Goa, you how?
No, trust me, it was. Yeah, it was.
It was just
How that
a
real
was-
Goa?
it was-
bro? Oh, you hasn't a sweating for?
It was because I had dropped out of school.
Yeah.
I stayed in the sick booth for 9 months. It couldn't get better because according to the person that was treating me, he said
They did
the person kept
native
seeing me.
treatment?
The person kept seeing me. So my parents said, okay, since it's that case, we're going to just bring him on this side low key. So I just woke up one morning, took him to the airport, and then I came here.
Yeah, bro.
But I couldn't actually have a documentation that I had something like,
Yeah,
I had to
but-
wear something like this to come.
Yeah, but what I think probably what happening, I think you're probably lagging on the anti-party. Yeah, because if they took you in this, in the zoo bush, or they treat you for that, because you know when we talk about Goa, it's It's a tradition. It's an African sign.
It is.
So if they can't treat you for Africa, bro, I don't think they'll find themselves. Yeah,
I know I sound so childish. What is Goya? What is it?
It's like when somebody puts something on food, right?
Yeah, Goa.
And you step on something.
Goa is crazy,
Yeah,
but
somebody
it's
puts
No, but is that still real though, bro? It's like let
bro.
I
be
mean,
real,
it
bro.
is. I mean,
Bro, it's
a lot of people don't.
bro, it's
even
a black
think it's
magic,
real.
and it got
Oh.
it comes in different form. They can throw it on your foot.
So for me,
They
they
can throw it
took,
on your
they took
neck.
glass.
Oh.
They
They
throw it on
took
your
glass
seat.
bottle and
Yeah.
needle out of my leg.
Yeah, in the US.
When they took out glass bottle.
Back home, I was in the sick bay for 9 months.
Oh, but then
They took glass bottle and needle out of my leg.
a very sudden taking it off.
Yeah, I was up, wide awake.
That's something you can be happy and all that's down. I'm so grateful to God some of us we had to go through those process. I know it was
Well,
very
yeah,
painful.
man.
No, for you, if you're going to grow up in Liberia, they're probably going to give you curly hair. So you can talk living.
God, yeah, we'll be able to be on this podcast.
Let's get back to the
Yeah, let's get
As a Liberian, what are certain things within our culture that you feel like helps influence your music? You were saying the Trapco is one of the biggest influences, but could you talk more on that?
I can't speak more on the trap because I feel like I'm not ready. Like,
Isn't that no more? So where are you now? Tell me where you're at now.
so if you say the traditional music, like Bema, okay, I fit into that. Let's say I a little bit get out of it because what's trending right now, like Afrobeat and stuff. So
Yeah.
I try to tap in, but originally I do Bema music. That's mine.
Bema.
Yeah, Bema music.
So that you and Lucky Bucket, now that sing kind of track. Right?
I think Lucky Bucket is hip
hip yeah.
Oh, Lucky Bucket,
Hip
hip
cool.
Yeah, Lucky Bucket are hip cool.
So tell us about Brahma. Like let it people know like
So who's
Brahma
doing Bema
sound.
Friday?
Friday,
Yeah,
Friday
Friday.
do Bema
Yeah,
and
Friday do
I and
Bema.
Friday got a song together too. It's called My Woman. That's a nice Bema song. Who else? Georgie B, another one. Who else? Benji Cavalli.
Benji in Liberia too.
T. Michael just started tapping into Bema music.
Right.
Yeah, Bema songs is just looking like
Michael
a
just-
traditional song. Like, see where you got flavor
but
doing the
Liberian,
stuff.
exactly. That's,
Yeah,
that's,
so you got
that's-
flavor doing it.
That's flavor.
Yeah.
But Liberian people really do not tap into it because I don't know why, but I feel like it's unique and you can play anywhere. You have every
No, but that kid, bro, some kid called I think what the picking name, man? J Boy the Prophet.
So what?
Yeah, he does
What
Brahma
they
too,
actually
right?
doing now that I actually really do like is like they combining like the Bema
With
and the Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, okay.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is so
Yeah,
nice.
music about involving. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, when it
man.
comes to creating minds, I think Liberian got a lot of creativity when it comes to music, but we just sucks when it comes to making it reach out there, yeah.
I really think the thing about us is the consistency, right? That's one thing me and Schoolboy always
Yeah,
like
man.
have a
you
real
always- yeah.
in-depth conversation about, right? Because it's like for me, right? If I today I come to the word, I tell the word, say, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure regardless what I might be going through personally, or if I might be sick or whatever the case might be, I'm gonna make sure I deliver because that's what I'm telling the world. That's what they're looking for. Do you understand? So if I want something back from them in return, I have to be consistent. So that's one thing that's going on with our music industry. Because Schoolboy had a big song back in the day called Emoji. You understand? That was a really big record
That was when I
in the
just came
community.
in.
Big record. So I feel like a lot of the guys, when it comes to our entertainment industry, is that they don't understand about like this thing is not an overnight process. It's a timely thing. Like you want to be a part of the 1%.
Right.
And to be a part of the 1% in this world is not no joke. Because not everybody get to make it to that. So I think that's another problem we're facing. The consistency. So can you tell us like why you find yourself in that space? Well, today we see Schoolboy Wheezy. A few months later, Schoolboy Wheezy is not available. And then he just pop up, boom, dropping an album.
So I would say with Liberian music, I feel like it's not giving enough for like the Western lifestyle that I'm actually living. So let's say I got bills I gotta pay. I got
hustle.
Yes. So
I respect that.
yeah, I would just leave it as that. But that's like the base explanation for everything.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to balance
I
it
gotta
too.
balance both lives.
And now
That
when
makes sense. That makes sense.
And now
bro.
when Schoolboy says that he want a manager So to take care of him, then we'll go around again. We say no, it's not a manager.
So okay, so that's exactly
Yeah.
that's
No, but think about it, right, Schoolboy? It's like this, right? I understand that part, right? But you hear other artists' story where they tell you, say, oh, how they slept on floors, they slept in their cars, because these things are. Let me learn. These things are reality, bro. It's like, because at the end of the day, the world we don't care if you got if you tell me, say, oh, this is what I am, this is what I'm looking for all the time. Like, not because you got to go to work, you got to pay bills. Like, you have to understand this is what you sign up for. So it may come where you having to move back to your Oma crib. It might come to you having to move back to your brother's spot. And those people that believe in you will understand, say, okay, I was better doing something for one day. We all would be okay. So we got to support him however we could. So I think that's the problem we're facing as Liberians in America here that do music, because we want to balance it. But I don't understand. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
So if you go and say it that way, I would say I don't think that's the rightful way to actually explain it, because if you gonna compare artists that's here and the ones back home,
Nah, next number back home.
Bro.
I ain't go there yet.
there's just like a common scenario I'm trying to give. So like for me, right? I go back home every 3 years. I got business back home. I got my family here. I'm living my life down here is fine. I do music every weekend. I just don't drop every time. My amount of music that I got
You got a stock catalog.
is a lot.
Yeah.
But the thing about dropping music is you got to budget yourself before you drop.
Fact.
For marketing, definitely.
Exactly. So I'm not just going to drop music every time because I want to drop it and then just let it slide and then go to the next month. No, it's not. Like, when you talk about consistency, I do music every Friday and Saturday. I'm in the studio. Every Friday and Saturday, I'm in the studio. I have dropped a couple of videos, but it wasn't like the type of party vibes. You know, like when people like party song, so they really wouldn't tap into it. So it's just there. But there's something I'm actually trying to come back with, like a little bit of Liberian party vibe and other things like that. So, but for now, we're gonna keep that on the low. But consistency, bro. I'm consistent. I'm always in the studio every weekend. It's just that I'm not dropping every time.
And the thing is, bro, is it's very easy for you to be homeless in Africa than for you to be homeless in America, bro.
Exactly.
Man, no, but look, I was talking
When you try to be homeless,
So now, if I'm homeless, now how am I gonna drop music or do music or look good?
I was talking to,
shit.
this is what I was doing. I was talking to Double Ish, right, the other day, right? He was telling me about basically how it's like the DJs are complaining, saying they don't have enough Liberian music out there that they can play for a whole hour. Where they
That's
just
not
do,
true.
Hold on now, my man. I would have put saying because you just confirmed that to tell me say you're not really often dropping. There's a lot of cats that probably thinking the same way you thinking where
That
they got.
means it's not a lot of music.
No, I'm
There's
saying
not a lot of
no.
Liberian
Hear me
music
now.
out there. There's
Hear
a
me.
lot of Liberian music that makes sense.
Artists are a lot of artists are probably in the same mindset where they got to have a certain amount of budget before they drop. So they probably are holding the music, and the DJs are complaining, saying the reason why they have to always play these other sounds because there's not enough Liberian music for them to be able to play a whole set of Liberian songs. But when I say homeless, right, I mean basically, my man, your life don't. You know where you believe in your music.
Of course.
You believe one day your music gonna change your life. So when I say being homeless, I'm basically trying to say like you can find a way where you can focus on just your music if you really believe in it. Because for me, that's what I've done in my life. Whatever I believe in, I focus on that. Whatever that I got to go through to get to that destination, I'm going to do it.
I think when it comes to music,
Talking about
though,
perception.
especially for an artist, it's all about the mindset that you're in. So if you're going to the studio and you know you got so many bills to do, you can't actively, like, if you going to the studio Friday, Saturday, that's money right there. You spending at least 5-hour sessions. Even if you were an engineer, you still got to rent the booth out. So on top of that, as an artist, if you do not have your self together, that's like a hard spot. Even I live in.
Not even talking about music video.
Yeah, like, yeah.
1,500 those are shoot.
Yeah, before we even, and people always say where the video at if the song good, and it's like, how do you do that? So if you're in a place mentally where it's like this behind, this behind, this behind, this behind, how am I jump in front of these cameras and act like? But it is all about selling it. Because even Sweetie was saying it. Sweetie said when she first started dropping music, she was living in a room she spent I think $100 a week on. Her room, she spent $400. She found it off Craigslist.
That's everybody's story, though. I don't
Yeah.
know how come we don't. It's everybody that are getting to that level story, right? And how we feel like our own story gonna be different.
No, but that.
How we feel like we
No, but
gonna. I'm serious, bro.
No, but all these,
not Bill,
bro,
we talking
listen, all these
entertainment, right?
successful, bro, all these successful, I mean, stories are not all true,
Nah,
bro.
Bill.
Bro,
these-
life
bro,
in
nah, Bill,
not all
general,
true.
No,
bro,
the-
life in general,
not all true, bro.
life
You
in
know that.
life
Schoolboy,
in
right?
general requires the balance.
Schoolboy. The reason why
You can be obsessed with something, bro.
my brother. The reason why I can sit here and I can say a lot of these stories are real, because I've seen people that transition from being regular to becoming some of the biggest artists in the world. I've seen it. And I've been around people who are like top producers and things. I've seen how they live.
Did they tell you that it happened like this?
Bro,
It
but they
don't
have
happen like
balance.
that's not what he's
But
saying.
I'm not saying this.
He
I'm
literally
not,
started
you
with
keep
this
saying
takes-
balance.
this
It doesn't
takes-
have a balance, not Bill.
No, that definitely. But
There's no balance.
there's a time
What do you
that
mean
it's going
there's
to
no
take, and it's going to
balance?
be a
There's a
very long
balance, bro.
time.
My brother-
So when it comes to consistency, I think what he's trying to say is consistency looks different for different people. It's not about, today you drop. You keep working, though. That's consistency. Whether you do 10% or 90%, that's still consistency. But we do have to understand that most artists aren't coming from a place where they already got 10 bands or 30, 50, 60 bands in a bank account. They're trying to go make that. And I think a lot of we publicize it as if it's already well put together when it's not already well put together. Like a lot of artists, like when I lived in Atlanta, you know how many people were bums or homeless or sleeping on couches? But I'm hanging out with these people. I call back home. They're like, oh my God, you know so-and-so.
They blew up.
He's a bum, bro. But like, yeah, he's famous.
Yeah, because he understand where he's trying to go. Even one comedian said it before. He was like, when he hit like 2 million, he had 2 million followers on Instagram. He was still living in the basement. But now he up because at the end of the day, bro, you gotta kind of understand, right? Like I said this, you want to be a part of the 1% of human beings. The shit you gotta go through ain't no like things like everybody can deal with. So you gotta be willing to go through these different process and steps. So I'm thinking a lot of the artists that in America here, the problem that we're facing is that they not understand that recipe. In the beginning on our side here, I think they kind of get it a little bit.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
Bro,
You think
artists in
we're
America got
completely
a lot of different means that they do. I mean, a lot of different things they do for sustainability, bro.
And that's correct. That's this point he's making. It's not going to look like the average hustle. Everyone's going to have to hustle. Everyone's going to have to do backdoor stuff to get to where they need to be because we're hustling to get there. That's it. It's a game of hustle. It's hustle and flow.
Give me one example of artists that's actually back home that got like 5 responsibility and still doing music consistently and dropping hits over hits.
Just, you know?
So artists that have like you say 5 responsibility, like what do you
Just
mean?
5.
Like family.
What do you mean 5? The men are dead, the men are living. They got responsibility. Like they got.
You haven't listed one yet.
No, I'm not gonna call their names because and they did like I don't want to publicly speak on somebody else, but I'm saying like they have responsibilities, bro. It's like they have responsibility, right? And I think what happening with this music thing and them and us on this end, right? I might be wrong, right? Is that the reasoning behind the doing of the music may not be the same reason behind why they do music. They doing music over there for survivor mode. That's the only way they gonna make it in life in general, right? The guys that actually are taking music seriously in Liberia. But you have your 9-to-5 job. You have ways, if the music don't work, you can still figure out how to get some money.
All right, so that leads to my next question. So you actually think that my first explanation that I gave, right? If music was actually providing for what my hustle is actually doing, I was going to keep focusing on my hustle more than music.
It's all about having a balance.
Balance
no,
again.
It's all about having a balance.
Entertainment is no balance, my man.
It
because
is.
you know why it's no balance?
Bro, life itself is
It
a
is.
balance.
You know why it's no balance?
Life itself
Why?
is a balance,
Because
bro.
where you trying to go, right? Not everybody get there. That's why it's not a balance, bro.
And not everybody's still going to get there.
Get there.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
everybody's
the thing
still
about
going
your
to get
hustle,
there,
your
bro.
hustle is not what you love. Your hustle is what's making you your money to do what you love. What you love initially is the music. So it's like the club. You in the club for about a certain amount of time. The club ain't your end all be all. You can't be in the club for the end all be all. You got to make the money, make the lessons so you can take that money and lessons to do better. Now, when you take that money and lessons to do better, that's where you put your art in. So we all chasing all of this because we love it, right? So it's not about what makes us the most money. But we know since we love it so much, eventually it's going to bust to a point where you make so much money off of it because that's how it works. When you love something and God gives you a gift, it blooms.
You can still be obsessed with something. I mean, you can still be obsessed with your music, but that still doesn't mean that you're going to forget about yourself as a person. Because,
your survival.
Because at the end of the day, you got to survive. Yeah. I mean, for the way society has shaped, it's extremely difficult to just be an underground artist and just survive over your underground music.
Underground artists don't even exist anymore. The way that music like gets so flown, like as soon as someone makes one good TikTok song, they're famous in a month. Yeah. Like that's it. There's no underground artist.
It's so many ways, right?
It's not about TikTok making you famous, but that doesn't mean you're famous actually. Nah.
It's so many ways, right, that people can make money from music, right? And it all comes down to you actually having a team that strategically figure how to move around and collect the money that you invest. Let's say you got a job, right, and you invest $500 into your marketing to get 50 people to know about you. Those 50 people, you can figure out how to sell merch to them, get that money back, put it back into the music. So it's a lot of things that happen in our music industry that is really like causing it not to actually go to where it need to go. Then we just sit down and we can just blame like life and this and that, our position where we are in life and all these. Bro, music business.
We're gonna blame it on the wall.
No, I'm serious. Music is a business. If we figure out to turn music into, that's one thing we're having. We just do the art of music. We haven't figured out to turn it into the art into business.
But that's where you come in, right?
Yeah, that's. But in order to that way I've been fighting with. I've been at war with like a lot of people because like the shit bothered me mentally because the Liberian culture is so rich.
Yeah, you're a businessman. So you can see all the money that you can eat off of it.
So basically. Unique. You understand? So much money can be made in it, but it's like everybody want to do things their way. Nobody wants to actually get to the plan where we all can figure out how to really make this beautiful, unique culture make a lot of sense. So Schoolboy Wheezy, like, so I think you just dropped a project, right? A couple of months ago.
Do it, yeah. Featuring Panto.
So it was a single.
Yeah, it was just a single, and I went back home to actually do the video, which wasn't successful.
Let's talk about that.
What happened?
Panto, music video, not to say. Let's talk about that.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think let's have the conversation.
I mean,
why, bro? Like,
yeah,
why?
so
yeah.
I did a song here. My producer Eli, shout out to Eli. He produced the song and everything. I dropped the hook on it. I sent it down to him. He did his verse, sent it back to me. So I hit him. I'm like, yo, bro, we got to do the video. He said, oh yeah, bro. Anytime you're ready. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna come down. We're gonna do the video and I'll come back. He said, cool. When you come, let me know. So I hit up Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross is like family. He said, when you come, I'm gonna take care of everything. I said, cool. So when I got there.
Shout out to you, Jackie. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie.
That's amazing.
So when I got there, Jackie already arranged everything, dancers and everything and stuff. So I hit up Panto. Panto said, bro, you got to get my outfit for the video. I'm like, shit. We didn't discuss that. Jackie had already like created a group chat, tried to put Panto in it. Panto said, whatever you discuss, let me know when you come. So we was already going off the strength of he got everything covered on his end. When I come, we're just going to shoot because I was only there for a week. I was going for my dad's birthday, and then after that, I'll be coming back. So when I got there, first day passed, I said, Jackie, I didn't get the man. Jackie said, keep trying. Second day, the man said, oh, he can get a haircut. He playing video game. When he done, he going to come.
Dang.
Jackie like, bro.
Oh, so you had two days on set. One day he didn't show up.
We didn't even shoot because we needed him. Well, what was the point of me actually going? I got somebody that can shoot my video here. I could stay here and just shoot the video with just me. But if I want Panto in the video, I can just go like bro and shoot the video by myself. So I'm like, okay, Jackie, we're going to wait for him when he's ready. And then we're going to make it happen. So I stayed a week. My dad's birthday passed. I added a few more days.
Dang.
Oh.
Yeah. I added a few more days, try to get him. But it wasn't successful, so I'm like, all right, I was just Jackie and just come back.
And he still didn't turn up after you waited or postponed your trip.
And something like that happened, my man, and you went hush with it. You didn't say nothing about it.
Oh, the professionalism in it.
Huh?
I said the professionalism in it itself was so lacking.
And to like even since we dropped the song for him to even like to post, I had to like have a confrontation with him. I'm like, bro, listen, we had this discussion and. I mean, if you wanted me to pay you, I can pay you. I could have paid you, and we'll do the song and we'll do everything the right way. But we went off the screen that, listen, you're my little brother, I'm your big brother, you fuck with me, I fuck with you, and we're gonna make this happen and we're gonna make it big.
So the collaboration came in out of
Out of-
natural
yeah,
love,
out
and
of
just
Natural love,
friendship.
and I've been knowing Panto since he was like little. I was in high school in Carrie Chapel, and Panto was in, I think, like fourth grade. Or I think like 5th or 6th grade.
Wow.
Does that deter you sometimes when you're like working with other artists and it's like you just can't? The schedules can be conflicting, personalities can be conflicting. How do you get past that? Because like he said, you didn't say anything about that.
You said nothing about that.
Because, I mean, listen, for me, the type of person that I am, I look at network, connection before money. So I build relationship with people before I
but
actually-
the crazy thing about it, right? So a lot of people don't understand entertainment, right? Entertainment is such a wide space, right? And everybody's operating in this room, right? So like you guys have to start speaking up about bad things that happen. So people, no, you know why I say that? Because so somebody can say, okay, this guy right here, I can't do a song with him and jump on a flight and go back home and try to shoot a video with him because he might do this to me. So if I do a song, we gotta have paperwork, contract. That's what everything that happened with me and anybody in the industry, I speak on it because this is what we do. We stop the stupidness from happening. Because there's too much stupidity taking place in this. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
because what you mean? I'm getting a haircut. I'm playing video games.
Too much
That go
stupidness.
crazy to me.
Too much.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, right? These guys that do these things, right? Subconsciously, they don't understand they're doing something wrong because it has never been corrected before. If you keep operating in the field a certain type of way, you think it's normal. You think, oh shit, son came to do a video, I wasn't available, I didn't shoot it. So what? Nothing come behind it because I don't have to be held accountable for it because nobody else asking me, oh Panto, why you didn't go to that video shoot? My fans or his fans not questioning me. So that's one thing about these other industry. These people, when you do something stupid, they hold you accountable. So now you operate in the field where I got to make sure everything I do because it's my brand. I don't want to sabotage my brand. So anybody that work with me in Liberia, outside Liberia, know when they're working with me, they're not working with me in no type of way because you know you play with me, the whole world gonna know about it. So what you want to do? You want
Male
to
Michelle Doe.
Pick your poison,
Male
yeah.
Michelle Doe.
No, I'm serious. I literally tell people this. So and then that's how me and them we always work in the proper way. So my man, that's what we gotta stop doing. All day we like bring oh my man, I meant to that thing. I just forget about it. No, we're not forgetting about it.
All right.
So moving forward, we gotta
You
start
hold
holding people
them
accountable.
Yeah, you gotta hold them
I
accountable.
mean,
Accountable.
You
So you want to use this time to publicly reflect?
I will find time to hold your accountable to lose that record.
No public fucking right now, please.
I will hold your accountable to lose that
Then
record.
you want to tell? You want to tell something?
Yeah, I will definitely.
What record?
No, lose that record. No, but we'll keep that topic for another day. Yeah. We'll keep
Yeah,
that
nah,
topic.
it is what
nah.
it is, bro. Yeah, it is what it is.
No, I'm serious, though. We
Bro,
really
but sorry
gotta
about
stop
that,
doing
man. That was
Yeah,
that was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up, bro. Yeah. Or you can treat a brother like that. It makes no sense.
It is.
That was really messed up, man. And like I said, I've been going back and forth for a while, and I really like take a look at what's happening in Liberia, man. The fans, big up to the fans, the Liberian fans, yo. The Liberian people that support Liberian music, shout out to y'all, big up to y'all because the way the people that don't know Liberian music business, the way they operate, from the artists to the creators, the people within the spaces who control the narrative, the way they're operating with this thing. They're using this art like a hustle. They don't understand how like this art can change that whole entire country, like building wise, structure wise, like how this art can change their life. They're looking at it like, yo, I'm gonna use this to get what I want for myself at the moment. Not thinking about tomorrow. When I take a look at like cats that actually use 2,000, 3,000 to do marketing on a record, can actually get thousands of people to rock with them. I'm like, yo, you guys are blessed. You go to other markets in these other countries, you spend that kind of marketing budget. Anybody will even see you there? They even say, oh, they like your music. No, they won't even see because these guys are. I was on a flight, right, coming home. I met this Sierra Leone guy that do movie. The man was like, yo, he mad at the Nigerian industry because the man they're pumping money. They say the man is supporting the movie industry because the man they're pumping money into it. And the man is shooting like 100 frames a day.
And
They
it's
just
taking a day to
releasing
drop
shit.
it, yep.
They're dropping it
On YouTube. It's crazy.
Yeah, like they're messing up the industry with money. You feel me? So as we Liberian artists that do y'all better be happier from Liberia.
I think that's the thing too, though. Like that's it for me that I say I got like over like 10, 15, 20 songs. I think what they actually be doing is they just be shooting video and not saying anything, shooting video and not saying anything, just holding that video and keep picking like days to drop. I think it's better that way. But for us, especially the entertainers from Liberia, is like if I record a song and this song I know that this song is a hit, I'm gonna put money together, drop that song and shoot a video with it. And then wait for the next song that's gonna be hot again.
But that's mostly what American artists do. They go in,
So?
their albums are like 40, 50 songs, and then they got to cut it down to 10.
Yep.
They go shoot 20 videos, and then when the 10 songs drop, they cut from the 50. Right. Whoever likes the 10, it don't matter what you like, is whoever likes the 10 or what single popped the most, then we go back and look at what videos we got, and then that's the video that get released. That's exactly how the American, but they got the money to do that.
Right.
We don't have the money. Like, it's like by the time you find the money for the studio session, music video, director, this, and the people in the video on top of that.
Thank God, shout out to my brother for taking Lone Star Record to that bro. So I got a lot of funds now. No, got a lot of funds now to pump in it.
No, we're not doing that. We're not pouring money in the hole. We're gonna figure out going right. No, I'm saying like for example, right?
Oh, you made a sacrifice to or to sleep on bench with your artist?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Look at this guy. For example, right? Let's talk about like.
I'm gonna try that idea.
No. Let's talk about.
Malato mel.
That picking gonna be good.
That picking his cream, his cosmetic, his hair, everything.
My man, just been working on that picking for a couple of days. The picking yesterday, a song was trending on Order Magnum 2 in the country. But look, my man, how you got thing? What I want to say, so basically, take a look at like music, right? Like for example, the kid we're working on right now, right? His brother shoot videos, take pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The producer is the engineer for them. So it's a lot of costs being cut already, right? So when a label comes in, you know what I'm saying? They have more money to push. So a lot of artists need to take the time to learn how to engineer themselves.
Yeah, but it's all about building that team. When you have that structured team around you, like you said, when the label come in and they're like, "Oh, what do you need money for?" "Oh, we already got a factory. We have a factory going in here. So just give me the money." Now we're all eating more because we know how to do this.
Let's push. Right. Just the money to push now. So like friends, right? I say this shit a lot.
But then that begin by bless.
Yeah. Your friends around you gotta mean something. They gotta like, cause me and my friends, all my friends around me, once you come around me, you get to work ASAP. Like anybody that know me, they know that. So now we, as the Liberian artists, they need to kind of get to the drawing board where, like, yo, I got all these cats around me. What are they doing? Are we just going out to parties and hang out and they're just enjoying and I'm part of helping my career? So that's a lot of things that happen in our community. We need to kind of get back to the drawing board and start to look at ourselves in the mirror and stop blaming because Liberian fans are the best.
Yeah.
They're the best.
It's a market that's very untapped. This is how I look at it from an economical standpoint. It's an untapped market that we are at the forefront to be able to basically bust open. No one else really has the opportunity. Our parents' generation didn't have the opportunity. The generation before did not have the opportunity. We are the first generation being able to succeed at doing it. So it's like we have to kind of do it right. Like you said, that's why you were saying the people generating the Liberian music industry right now, currently in Liberia, don't realize they're treating it like a hustle instead of an art because they're the first ones at it. It's like government. The first people who got into government, they weren't the best people. They were corrupt.
Yeah, so they don't know. They don't know they're treating like a hustle. Like for example, you reach out to a content creator in Liberia that's doing their thing. You hit them up like from on this side. They give you first conversation. They tell you they want to send you like a plan of that, knowing well that they're not over there doing. They're not sending the video no plan to do a video, the video song, the Wizkid song, none of that. Not understanding. Say okay, we trying to create something ourselves. Maybe let me create a relationship with these people and say, okay, these my boys. I say it to them directly. I hit you and I tell you like, bro, we can do it like this. I can be your friend. That one day you can hit me up because I know what's going on in Liberia. We can have that relationship, or you can use me as a hustle, and then I can pay you. That's it. You understand? So it's a lot of things that happen in Liberia where it's like the men don't understand like how to make that space a a music industry where, because things are really happening over there for music. I seen it firsthand. Tyler Rave, when they do Tyler Rave, thousands of people out there.
Yeah,
when
I
they
seen
do all
that.
these, when they do all these beach events, and people they can find money, and they can hustle, they can get on bikes, they can go far places for the art. Like they love the art. Like now, back in the day with Liberian music industry, one thing I seen that happening right now. Back in the day, the young Americans wasn't into the Liberian culture. Now the young Americans that the Liberians are born in America, the young children there, they want to be a part of that now. You feel me? So all that shit when we used to say, oh, we don't have numbers, we need 2 million
It's a
people.
supply and demand
all
that
these
actually
things,
exists
yeah,
now,
it is.
yes, yeah.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
So I think this is time like all the artists they need to kind of like put themselves together and stop all that. Yeah, I gotta go to.
We need our own
work.
Are you
Afro
the one
Nation.
that
There's
think
no
that-
reason we don't have our own Afro
Are you
Nation.
the one that think that really that really amazed me? That was last week. I was going through my Instagram, and then boom, Joel and I had discussed this a couple of months back. We were talking about hosting the first Liberian festival at the ATS. And then I saw boom, Crystal the Change.
Yeah.
I've been headlined to
Do
an event
Yeah.
at the ATS for July 26th. I mean,
That's
it's
dope.
a big
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a big congratulations to Christoph the Change and his
team.
and his Empire record and his team. I don't know his record. I don't
Money Empire.
Yeah.
Money Empire,
And his record, yeah.
T-Suite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think all Liberians, I mean, especially the fans, should come out and turn out this event and make sure that it's a big blaze because I want to say it and see for the first time a Liberian artist headline ATS and fill up a stadium, and that's gonna be a history. So I mean, all other artists in Liberia should come around him and make sure that this event should be successful. 100%.
Is he gonna make it?
Yeah.
No, you know, I got my 26 here for Memorial
yeah.
Express. I would have definitely went to support that whole
Thinking about flying
situation.
too, but I don't know.
It's gonna be a great. It's
It
gonna be
will.
a great initiative for Liberia and Liberians as well.
It will.
If that happened, yeah, it would set a different standard and speak
Yeah.
volume when it comes to Liberian music.
Man,
and
Liberian
Liberian
people in there, the people are supportive of the art, man. We just gotta just continue to add to it, make it make sense for them, dress it up, make it beautiful, so other people outside can tap into it. Because I think that what happening, Liberian people have already tapped into it. I think what we lacking is to figure how to get other people attracted to it now. So that's where you strategically plan. You found ways. That's what the Nigerians did. They dress up the Nigerian culture to make the urban world like it. Like you see David A. Bentley, Rolls Royce, Phantom, Lamborghini, all these things.
Oh, you got that with Dave.
No, I'm saying that's what they.
No,
No, that's what about my man.
you want to talk about
my man Flavor
Nigerian
Pineapple,
artists
yeah,
that are
Flavor.
struggling, brother. Talk about maybe Bernard and what David do, brother.
No, I'm just saying in general. That's what these cats
David
did.
Halati Isse, brother.
That's what these cats did. They dress it up. They dress the Nigerian culture up the urban way for urban people to buy into it, the idea. And then once they heard the music, they fell in love with it. So we Liberians, I think that's one thing we need to come to the drawing board and start doing, figure out and invest into. But let's get back to you, Schoolboy, and your and the things you got going on, the things you got planned. I seen on Facebook and Instagram that you got a show coming up next month.
Yeah, June 6th.
Okay.
So it's not no album release. It's not no single. It's nothing. I just decided to do it to celebrate Liberian artists that's here.
Okay,
Who's
that's
going to
good.
be on the lineup?
That's good.
So I got T Marcus, I got Toga Howard. So I mixed it up with like few people that used to pop, like back in the day. Joel know like the names that I'm calling. Those are guys that they did state tours. They've been a lot of places, and people actually know them from their music. And then I mixed it up with like few new.
You want to bring them back to this?
Yes.
So yeah,
to the
so
light, yeah.
that's amazing, right? Speaking about Toga Howard, right? Remember Toga Howard back in the day was one of like the biggest
One of the
Liberian
biggest
artists because
in
he
the
had
States.
it was a promoter called Andrew, right? One of my guys, one of the biggest promoter in America. He was back in Toga, right? And then he had Toga on like the biggest Nigerian award show, performing magazines. He leveraged your relationships to connect that dots, and then boom, whatever with the relationship. Toga, yeah. You know how it always works.
Yeah.
It's like it always like that. because a lot of artists don't understand, like,
I always like that.
Your
like,
team?
I was like, what?
your team, the beginner could forget what happened here around us sometimes. Wasn't it the fan start yelling at me?
I chamo,
The
they
late
carry
June,
the
they
man.
confused
Chamo
there.
can carry the man,
They can
bro.
forget all these things is
Yeah,
like, and then Toga, speaking about Toga too again, I was in Liberia, right, this December, right?
JJ begin take off.
Yeah, my man,
You
for
can take
real.
off, bro.
Yeah, I'm in Liberia in December, right? I hit up Toga.
He was
right?
there, right?
Yeah,
He was.
I hit up Toga because I was doing a show. Because you know, I know Toga is trying to bring us way back into the game. He's fighting. So I hit up Toga. I'm like, yo, Toga, I'm doing a show. Come do your thing. Toga asked me. He said, my man, what's the arrangement?
Oh, wait.
And then I turn around, right?
Wait.
I turn on my Instagram. I see
It was
Toga.
that picture you showed me with that guy?
I turn
Down in the marketplace?
I turn my Instagram. I see Toga in the marketplace in Liberia performing in the marketplace. I say, bro. I say, yo, this shit can't be real. Like these things gotta done.
Boy,
It can't be real. So you rather not come? You rather me pay to perform my show?
I mean,
and you go in the marketplace and go perform for free.
At the end of the day, it's so come on.
Bro, no, but make it make sense.
you do?
No, make it no.
I mean,
no, make it
yeah.
make sense, please, bro. Because sometimes the rest are tripping, right?
hey, that stuff, right?
Listen, that answer the question, but
Hey, you see, I saw the man talking about history. I remember I said the marketplace. I didn't heard the man feeling for 3 days.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes I can tell I'm tripping. Sometimes there's something wrong with me, right? Why I did that beginning,
It's
right?
crazy.
You're
yo-
passionate. That's it. It's okay.
Yo, I literally turned on,
I mean,
yo,
at the end
Smitty,
of the
right? I literally turned on my phone, right?
But why you didn't cut the man a little
5
slack,
seconds.
Babe,
bro?
no,
After
that's what I'm about to say. Like,
Yeah,
at
why
the
you
end of
cut
the
the
day,
bill a
babe,
little slack?
it's not about how much you're going to pay him or so. Listen, bro,
Maybe
you
just
come
need
to
an
the event, you're
Uber.
going to be taken care of.
No,
Stuff like that.
no, that wasn't that.
You don't want no. You don't want to ask for none of
No,
that.
that was
Scuba.
listen.
My brother,
Yeah,
my brother,
the man asked a simple question,
I
bro.
remember when you go through the struggle.
People-
I remember when you lay down on bench.
Scuba.
I won't lie to you,
I
babe.
get it.
Scuba.
I will ask the same question.
Scuba,
Imagine
Scuba.
a concert in Liberia.
Scuba, they put pain to go to water side market. They gave water, you went there?
That's an okay. So
But the struggle that
But
man
that
went
is the
through.
thing, bro.
The struggle that
that's
man
him trying
going
to promote
through.
himself, though.
But
Yeah.
even
So,
as
so he don't feel like. So you see that's what it come down to, right? So you don't feel like whatever I was offering was a sense of value.
He
to
know
him.
nothing about the event. You
was a- it
actually
was
in
a-
control of
it was a-
everything.
it was a
You
successful
should let him
event.
know that, yo,
No,
bro,
'cause
I'm not
even-
paying you this.
No,
but I'm going to take care of
anybody hustling hungry, even as a model, they tell you never know what the opportunity. Like there's literally you can go here, meet somebody, go here and meet somebody else. You don't sit there and say, if somebody said concert, Liberia, Joel, you're not going. You're just gonna sit here and say, where's the arrangement? You didn't figure out how to. You didn't try to get there first before you ask them, can you help me with
Yo,
something?
Smitty, the shit that messed me up, right? When I saw the begin in Waterside Market with a
Jimmy got his
Bluetooth speaker, holding a mic in your hand. And when I tell you, say, oh my, I was like, yo,
Smitty,
bro.
and my brother get at this. I myself host even.
this.
Hey, I this will come there.
No.
Hey, I this will come there.
My man,
No, just easy, bro. Answer the man.
You gotta understand something,
You felt
bro.
disrespected.
Back in the day, right?
felt
Back
disrespected.
in the day, right?
Right?
Back in the day, right? We
My man,
we did shows in America. Yeah,
I go in November.
When I
go
managed-
host a
when I
show.
managed- when I managed
your
the-
artist coming there.
my man. When I managed Moose back in the day, right, bro, we sold tickets to perform on stages. We sold tickets and we get the money to the promoter. You know what I'm saying to you? So so my understanding of entertainment
I've
was
done
not,
that, yeah.
we sell
I've
you,
done that too.
But you sell tickets to be on people's stages.
Yeah, but the man is
Because
made, bro.
because people are bringing you.
Oh, you just said the man was made. The man had a couple
no,
of
he's
hit
not made no
songs.
more, my brother.
He's not.
He's not.
Yeah, but he says, I mean, but ain't nothing wrong with adding a little value to him because
No,
he's your
my
friend.
man.
Joel,
No,
the
it make
same
you
way,
feel
the same
better,
way you
bro.
felt disrespected, why
Yeah.
make you think that you couldn't just answer the name question?
No,
and be
everything
like, yo,
respect, yo,
bro,
I just
I'm
left
not
me
going to pay you
alone.
anything. And that's how you feel.
I just left me alone.
Bro,
I
I'm not
realized-
going to pay you anything, but this event, I'm part of it. I know coming here is going to be a headache. I'm going to make sure you
But
get
as an
free
artist,
entrance.
you gotta know that
It was an
already.
opportunity I was giving
As
him,
an artist, you
Schoolboy.
gotta know already when people hit you up. Like maybe that's my own
Schoolboy.
entitlement.
No,
When people hit me up,
dealing with Liberian promoters is
No,
never
no,
like that.
Schoolboy, I was giving him an opportunity.
No, but you know what? Listen, but this was actually her biz, right? So the thing is, bass have big speakers. The man,
Small speaker on the parquet.
the man refused. So,
If you got perform at
so
an
got
actual
prepare for all
event,
big
bro,
speaker.
they go
The man go carry small.
The
The man carry small speaker. That one. So a bass saw that, you were like,
bro, that shit pissed me off.
But man, what's
bro.
this?
I was like, so that picking there, bro. I was like, yo, we out here, we fighting for the people there. We fighting, we're arguing with other nationalities, and we telling them like how much our people deserve these opportunities, bro. And like they picking, they don't get it, but yeah, man. Let's get back to you, Schoolboy, bro. Let's get back. I just want to share that story with you, my man. Like,
But yeah,
What's your vision? Oh, my God.
I got Toga Howard, I got T-Baggers, I got what's his name, Caddy also, Tony B, and this Serenian artist, what's his name, Off Guard. I got Off Guard too. I was trying to put Detour on, but Detour seemed like he was a little kind of like busy.
Yeah.
big up to T
T
Marcus. Yo, T Marcus is one of the Liberian artists, like I said, that has like is a real person. Cause I had my aunt's 70th birthday party in Charlotte this week that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
Not one day before, I called T Marcus like, yo, bro, I need an act.
He do show up,
And
yeah.
he
do
show up. Definitely.
My God, actually show up.
One
Benji was
day.
going to show up too, but he said
Yeah.
he had to go
So-
Liberia. It's just something that I'm just trying to like put together and just celebrate Liberian art and make it happen because there's something that haven't been done in Philly for the longest. Because you've been here, bro. Maybe the only big platform or the big stage that Liberian artists have actually performed here was what's the thing? Akana Fair
Kind of, right?
in LEA. Other than that, diaspora artists really don't be getting shows like
No,
that.
because the reason why, because it's like difficult for promoters to actually put these things together with the artists that base here because of the lack of understanding.
Y'all be doing too much
the-
for
the-
them.
a lack of understanding what a position they are in life as an artist. You gotta know you are. You can't tell me to pay you to put people in front of you to perform. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you can sell 25 tickets and you want me to pay you money to come perform, why you gonna pay people money? To pay people money, if I'm giving Burna Boy 100,000, Burna Boy is making me $1 million. See the math?
Okay.
So if I'm giving you 500 and I'm making $0 from you being at that environment, you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't even sell 25 tickets, but like, why am I giving you money? If I'm creating, so other artists pay for platforms.
So then why reach out to the person when you know that they cannot bring that
Because
sale
the
to
same thing you are doing, you're trying to create a platform, right? For your people, right? As an individual that you care for your culture and your people. You never want to leave them behind where it's like,
so they show that free show?
huh?
That's why I want
Are
to.
they show that
That was
free
going to
show?
go to my next question.
No, the show is not free show. But
Then,
Hey,
then how you carry for the culture when the event is not
if
free?
she's a model, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm an artist. I'm shooting a music video.
Uh-huh.
I'm on Instagram.
It's about analytics at this
I'm on
point.
Instagram.
It's
I'm on
about
Instagram
analytics.
scrolling, looking for the model that got more followers, that got, like more views and stuff. I'm going to contact her. I know when I'm reaching out to her, my video going to get views. Because people are going to want to see her. People are going to watch.
no, but
So
Schoolboy,
I know for a fact that, listen, if I get her in my video, I got to pay her.
no, but when we playing these shows, right? Let me just tell you, because y'all thinking we're not thinking like that.
Huh?
That's what I'm just saying. When we playing these shows, right?
But y'all be making money, though.
No, hear me out, right? We're playing these shows. When we're playing these shows to create platform for our people, we're not thinking, say, oh, if I call this boy, he gonna have 1,000 people in here.
Because on top of that, Instagram's very different than in person. There's people on Instagram who got like 1,000 followers, but in person they can fill a room up.
Yeah,
Like that happens.
because they know people.
Yeah.
So we're not thinking like that. We just trying to we've been trying to create, bro. We've been trying to create, but what you guys have been doing to us has not been fair. You understand? So we need to figure out how to come to the drawing board again, so we can create show and then for you to perform. Because if you telling us that we gonna pay you to perform and you're not even doing shows without us, that means what's going on?
So what Joel's saying is, he needs you and you need him.
But he don't feel like he need me.
No, he does. He needs you.
No, he don't feel like he need me.
But you say I'm gonna pay you to have you.
No, that's where.
Biz, you just said it just
don't
now.
have
Didn't
to
you and
pay
Toga
me.
Howard? You don't have to pay me though.
But you guys can discuss percentage.
They don't wanna
basis
do that.
Off,
The only-
off for the show.
No.
They don't
Off
want
for
to
the
do that.
event.
Consider based off them selling tickets, right? They don't
Huh?
want to sell tickets.
Listen, Duke have reached out to me before. He said, Wheezy, can you sell 25 tickets for how you call him show? What's the beginning, man?
And you did it.
Ruger.
You did it.
I saw Duke 30 tickets.
But if I reach out to
and
you,
the channel, even if they ask me for how you call it, huh?
But if I reach out to you, you're not gonna do it for me.
That's a platform that I never been on before.
You see?
For your event, right? Base, you have had a lot of events in Philly. Which one of the event in Nigeria reach out to me and say, Wheezy?
I don't have
exactly.
Event Philly
so
before.
you feel like I cannot bring nothing to the table.
I don't have event Philly before. I don't do event
You
Philly.
never had event in Philly before?
Long time ago, you used to perform there.
Huh?
You did.
I never performed at any event
Back
before.
in the day when I did shows with Bossman, yes, you did. That's all.
That's Bossman reaching out to me.
But that's the only shows I did in Philly. I never did shows in Philly.
I think the common ground
once I started
is-
like involving, right, I started moving outside Philly because I realized like Liberians are already taking over Philly, right? We continue to do shows when now the Jesus come down. It's not going to add nothing to this culture. We need to go outside Philly in order for the people to know Liberia. Everybody, if they don't know Liberians and Liberia. So that's why I took the leap of faith and I started moving around. So when I call you guys sometime to move around with me, you guys are requiring all these things. I'm like, okay. Because I'm already investing, I'm already taking risks. I'm already not understanding what I'm doing already because I'm taking a leap of faith because of the culture. And then when I reach out to my own people that's who to back my play, they're telling me they requiring all these things that they know at that moment in their career they don't deserve. At the time of your career, you're going to deserve it. But now, at the time right now, you don't deserve it because you have to work your way to get there. That's how it works.
Yeah, but I mean, what I deserve or not deserve, bro?
My-
I mean, are you being a
My
manager,
bro,
right?
entertainment doesn't work like that, my brother.
See,
Bro,
man?
spending off
Well, I
of
mean,
money
all
like
the
a
time you have to
plane
argue about
ticket, hotel,
entertainment.
bro.
My man, that's investment.
Spending money,
You guys are-
hotel, and all
So,
of that,
okay.
bro.
You invest as
So
an artist.
that's where we find
Just like
balance
that,
and we
bro.
find the
Yes,
middle
man.
ground.
Go back to Abba saying,
But we find balance and we find the middle ground.
Wow.
Every artist has their worth and everyone has their worth and what they think they deserve. If someone wants to be somewhere and they can't make it somewhere, that's where the conversation starts. But I think a lot of it is not having the conversation. Because you just said, you know, he's thrown shows and he didn't hire you, but the only shows he thrown, you were performing. So maybe you had that mindset that Joel did not value you, which is fine, because sometimes we think that. And then Joel sits here and has this mindset, Wizzy don't want to come over here. Wizzy don't care to come over here. He's cool.
He wants some money.
All right, I guess you're that.
But then guess what?
We just want me to give him money. That
But then guess what?
the other one that
No,
gave
and guess
him.
what? Most of these events that he actually have that I don't perform to, I still show up. And when I show up with my entire team.
Yeah, but why
Perform,
you
the only
guest
people
section.
perform is like two people. His best friend.
But why will you not come to perform and showcase yourself? Why would
Because
you
you
just
never,
wanna-
that's another thing as an artist. You never know when you walk into the room, and just because you're in the room, they're like, "Yo, hop on stage for 5 seconds." They do that.
No, so you see the thing about it, right? It's not always about an individual feeling like, oh, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay.
No, basically doing nobody a favor. Come on. And no, he's an artist, right? If you can pay this person to do this for you, but at the end of the day,
You talk about it.
show some level of respect.
Talk about it.
And you understand? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna trash this conversation because Schoolboy wants some money. My man, you know what? Like, I'm not
I
really
got mad
sure
to get you.
how much I'm gonna make off of this show. But at the end of the day, I still got you. And you understand me? At the end of the day, small thing you put it around, right there, the man understand that, you know what? This man value me. But
Wait, no. You
but
gotta,
you can't
gotta
feel
have
like
open
because
ear.
you
gotta
know
have
because I
open
have
ear.
a platform,
They just wanna
because I
feel
have
respect.
a built platform,
He
so
needed-
my
Hold on.
platform gotta help you.
And you were just saying
yo,
the
if it was
people
me,
in Liberia, how they treat the
like, I don't
culture,
need your
they treat it
platform
like a
either way.
hustle. So you also don't want to have that mindset
no, but
and
Smitty,
treat them like,
Smitty.
or make them feel like you're treating them like
No,
a hustle.
no, but
You don't want to be their
Smitty,
pimp.
Smitty,
They
You
don't
got
wanna
to
feel
make
pimped out.
you got to know how to make someone feel
Smitty,
important.
Smitty, we just said this about like artists paying to get on stages, right?
Yeah, they do. They
And
do.
we just talk about with my brother Nabil is new to this entertainment space, right? That's why certain things,
But not business.
That's
But not business, bro.
That's what certain
But
things.
not business.
That's what certain things when we're talking. Like I can't really argue with him about certain things because like he's speaking from a different reality,
I
right?
think what they're asking
And-
for you
and
is to set a different standard now.
That's what we have set the standard where we have shown them. Say, okay, if you come to the event, it's different people from different places that can literally leave with you having a brand new fan.
That's you still been
That's
there.
gonna. So for example, right? If these individuals that create these platforms, right, for artists to come and showcase themselves, right, and the artists said that okay, you got to pay me to be on here. If I just create a platform for you to perform, and when you leave this place, you'll get more streams on your music. Are you getting a percentage of your music? Am I getting a percentage of your royalties? So you are getting something from being at that space for your career. I'm investing, you investing. At that moment, you may not get paid from what I'm investing, but you'll get paid when you leave that space. So we got to start thinking about this stuff not like a hustle. So they treat it like a hustle where, okay, my man, you call me today to perform, you got to go in the studio, go record music, you got to pay me because I'm here. Down the line, these things will be presented to you when you have a fan base that when a promoter give you $10,000, you are making him $100,000 that day. So they don't even make themselves get to that space where they're actually doing shows, performing, getting content. They don't have these things moving for them because the people that create these things are not even calling them no more because we're tired of talking to y'all for your own good, my man. It's very simple. But I'm not going to keep telling somebody, say, oh, my man, Kanye, let me give you money, put money in your pocket. Or Kanye, let me give you engagement for your music. Or Kanye, let me find you new fans. I'm not doing that no more, bro.
You feel like nobody's willing to invest their time anymore?
They don't. They want money. Everything they do, they want money. Bro, it's a lot of things that I do in my career that I haven't got $1 for. Working with 12, they didn't make $1 for me. Working with D, they didn't make $1 for me. You know what I'm saying to you? Working with Moose, they didn't make $1 for me.
Nah. Are you got
Not
Grammy?
too much on Moose.
Are you got Grammy on Moose? You got Grammy, bro?
No, Moose my little brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
to
but you bought a Grammy, bro.
So there's a lot of things I've done
Yeah,
in
but
my
you bought a
life
Grammy.
that I didn't get paid, but because I knew where I was trying to go. These things help my resume. Working with Moose, giving relationships, connecting me with people that Moose is my first client.
And then you got a
that made
Grammy.
people trust me to say, oh yeah, this man can do these things.
And then now you got a Grammy in your closet.
Yeah. So my advice to you, bro, y'all gotta leave this small money. Bro, you don't got money in music, entertainment.
You still got it wrong, but okay.
Yeah, but just just a second, bro. I'll let take this time and say shout out to my boy, the ruler 001 Jazino for his big single with the game go down. It's crazy, bro. That song is fire, man. How you like that song, man?
Anyway, let's go back to. I would like to conclude this.
How you like that
Can
song?
you give me? Do you want to do? We could either give me something good or bad. We can do. What's your vision for your career? Or we can put somebody in the hot seat and what do we call it? Fucking public fucking.
Pupando?
Do we want to do the public fucking? Or
Why
do
you
you
gonna
want to be positive?
fuck Panto?
That was disrespectful, bro.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
No, that was
You like-
that was
I
disrespectful.
I didn't want to
Calling
get
that was
past that. I
disrespectful.
mean,
That's real. That's
even
a
the
good
team that I
heart.
had back home, they was trying to say something about it and trying to because my team I got back home,
They were
I
upset.
got like few bloggers in the mix.
And you told him not to say nothing
Nah,
about it.
yeah. We're just gonna get past that.
But you just said something about it now, you know that, right?
I mean, not the entire story. Not the entire.
you know you're getting tickled
You
now.
go,
You told us not
You
to do
don't
it.
let me care.
I mean,
you
we're
wanna
gonna keep the rest, but yeah,
No, we don't
Or
care.
more happy.
Huh?
More happy.
more happy, bro.
All right. So, what's your vision for the next 6 months? Tell me.
My vision for the next 6 months, I got two videos to drop this entire summer. So I actually plan on this concert I'm actually doing. I plan on having multiple other in different states and stuff.
You want to do like a tour?
With group of artists and stuff.
Are you working on a new collabo?
Right now, no.
And you work on a new collabo?
No.
For me, my advice to you as an artist,
You don't want to ask for advice.
whatever money, I'm saying, whatever money.
The man bringing artists to give for a
whatever
little collabo.
money that you got to go spend for collaboration, use it to promote your music, my brother. Use it to market your shit, bro. Like I don't get it, but everybody else got their way of doing how to do certain things. If you got 20,000 to give somebody to do a song, use that 20,000 for a marketing budget, blow your record up. That record will get on the radar for some of the people in there that you won't even understand.
Right.
Look at, so for example, look at that picking that Haitian artist. That Haitian artist that Brenda did the remix to the song.
Taliban?
Yeah. That song was a big song. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he paid Brenda for that remix. Because the guy that connected was Zoe Dollar. Zoe Dollar is a good friend of mine in Miami. Zoe is in the American industry, but he's Haitian. He been like, so he probably just, like Brenda, check this out. One of the biggest songs, boom, jumped on it. So use your money. I tell every Liberian artist that shit. I tell you, use your money to promote our culture. These guys want to tap into our market too. When artists see you got a bigger song in your country, they're gonna jump on the song because they need fans too.
So that means our Our artists that we just signed for Lone Star Power, we're not getting no collabo.
No collab right now. No collab. We're not. If it was to get a collab, it'll be a collab based in our circle of people we have relationship with that understand where we're trying to go in our country. We're not going to get nobody no $20,000-$30,000 for no collab. It's not happening.
Who's your dream collaboration?
A Liberian artist.
Damn,
Liberian artist?
Yeah.
Oh.
give me
I'll
both.
take him back home.
KCW, man. KCW.
You want KCW again?
I
That's a dream collaboration.
I think.
My big red honest.
He said Liberian artist
No,
though.
I said Liberian.
He said Liberian artist.
That's your KCW.
Bro, the man said Liberian artist.
No, I mean,
You gonna bring up on name?
I mean,
Okay, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne not even Liberian, bro. He said Liberian artist.
No, I mean, it Liberian artist.
my dream collab.
I think a collab should be something that's gonna probably get your music moving a little bit. Because right now, KZ himself is looking for that.
Joel, man.
It's real. I mean, I'm talking real stuff here, my man.
Yeah.
For me, I thought you would have said like Crystal or Jazino or CIC.
That's my thing.
One of these cats that actually like.
I don't think I go for what's popping or what's hot right now. If that was the case, you've been knowing me for a long time. I don't jump on what's actually.
Yeah, you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I just
You don't do your own thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You believe in yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Well, thank you, Schoolboy, for coming in.
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah.
I wish we could have a part 2 to this.
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
Joel.
part
for
2 to this
all the
podcast.
time.
Man, my brother, he just came to have a conversation. My boy. But me, I want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
So you come into your time that you will focus on your career. You come into Liberian artists there around. You come into promoting the job for them. Come and put it inside yourself.
I mean,
Do you want him to hire you to do it?
No, he's not gonna care. He's
like someone else can do it.
Me, I just want to ask a question.
you see, so when let's say you got a little child that's in the community, they're trying to, let's say, crawl. People that in the community do what? They try to help that child.
They hold a hand.
Exactly right. So if you feel like, okay, Schoolboy Wheezy will see him trying to do this, let's put hands around him. Bossman been doing that. Job Prince been doing that. I feel like J-Ben's been seeing it happening.
Job Prince been doing what?
So what's a hard character to get wrapped into your business?
Boss been doing what?
Bossman been reposting my stuff. He been reaching out to me, yo, bro, send it in this group chat, do this.
With promotion. Oh, yeah.
But that's why I don't need money from any of y'all. It's just to repost and share, and that's it. I'm actually investing my own money and doing everything. Like, I got an Airbnb for all the artists that's going to be coming. I booked every one of them flight that's coming from out of state, Bati Blanco. What's his name? T. Marcos and his manager, Toga Howard. It's like, I'm actually doing my own. It's like, if you see somebody actually doing something that's positive, don't feel like, okay, this person needs to come to me.
No.
I feel like that's what you're trying to say.
I ain't saying that because I want to do it. I'm actually.
But you just said that I'm about to take job from Liberian promoters. I'm not doing that.
I'm actually as an artist.
I'm gonna celebrate my friends. If y'all see that, okay, yes, they're trying to do this. Let's put hands around them and make it happen.
Artist, right?
You speak high on the culture, right?
No, I'm actually as an artist, right?
June 6th.
We're gonna be there. I'm actually as an artist, right? The money that you taking to do all these things, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Because when we sit here, we talk about marketing budget. Reason why like the music not being pushed the proper way because lack of funding and stuff like that, right? You taking all that money that you could use to actually set yourself in a way where these things will come. These things that you want to do now, it could come down the line.
But what he's doing is, it's like when you do good for the world, I get it. The world doesn't always pay you back. But it's a thing about those seeds that you drop. He's dropping seeds with this tour.
I'm not even looking for a payback.
Yeah. You don't know where in 5-10 years
right.
somebody may get an opportunity out of this and say things don't blow for you. Now he has an opportunity behind somebody else's hand he helped crawl. The same way you, tour manager, should be coming over here.
What's your reason? I mean, what's your reason? I mean, what's the reason behind it? I mean, that you came up with such a brilliant idea.
I'm just trying to like celebrate like brand artists that's in the diaspora. Like the guys that I could reach out to them. Even the ones I couldn't reach out to, I got somebody to reach to them, but he said they're not gonna make it, or someone wanted me to actually pay them. I'm like, bro, yeah. Someone wanted me to pay them. I'm like, okay, how much?
Somebody wanted to pay them.
Call that man. I'm like, bro.
So why you didn't pay them?
What's the seating capacity of what you have in the show?
I think it's 300.
300.
So for 300
capacity,
you have 6 artists that you are accommodating, paying for flights, staying, all that stuff. No, I'm just asking.
And how much you selling the ticket for?
They be
The
trying
ticket is
to.
just $20.
A ticket is $20.
Ticket is $20. Online at the door. Nothing going to change.
That's $6,000.
I got meetup
That's
passes.
$6,000.
Every meetup personnel that's going to come, they're going to enter free.
And the fries will be there. Interview.
Promoters also. And yeah.
Or you got any for sponsorship or
No.
it's just you?
It's just me. For a few artists that's going to be in a city, they also allowed to come fly through too. Actually no, I think I'm actually working with what's his name? Handrock.
Handrock,
yeah.
as a promoter, right?
Yeah.
Handrock
Just me
cool.
and him, Handrock.
Handrock's
Yeah.
cool. So my man, like I said,
I mean, yeah, I'm not doing it for any like reward or anything. At the end of the day, when
The
we reach
reward
out
is
to
the passion. That's what the reward
when
is.
we reach out to the club owner, he said, "Who's the artist?" And Handrock like play my like track list and show him what I can do and stuff. And he said, "Oh yeah, cool. I'm gonna give the man so and so day. Y'all can make it happen."
What's the
Wha-
venue?
Oh, it's a
Tell out
club.
the
So
venue.
it's a club.
But you
Aisha
did
Philly.
are you did any
Aisha
sort of
Philly?
negotiation
Aisha Philly.
on
Nice inside.
based on the bar percentage?
So he said, like at the end of the night,
nigga
we're gonna do like
disclose his
we're
business.
gonna do a certain
No, no,
percentage.
no,
We're gonna
man.
do a certain
No,
percentage at the
I'm
door.
just giving you some
And
ideas.
then, yeah,
Door and bar.
Get
we're
done.
gonna do door and
Stop playing.
sections.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually use that money, transform it. The artists that's going to be here and performing and stuff, I'm going to put that money back into that to actually, you know what I mean, like give them something to go back home and stuff. Because I feel like when I went down to Iowa to see Mazi Blanco when he had his concert, he hosted me well.
Maji cool. I know
Yeah.
Maji. Maji called me.
Mazi got a whole block,
tell me that
like
he
a
coming.
whole block. They just own that block from morning to night, and he feeds everybody. He get everybody weed, drink, and everything. When I got there, everything was fine. I mean, the man block is a trap block. Is
You need to bring some money. I need to bring some money for
It's
us,
dope.
though.
I mean, and he hosted me well.
No,
I
Mazi
never lacked
cool.
anything. Everywhere I needed to go, I get there. I got to the club.
Nah, they
I
gonna
was
show
treated
you
how I was supposed to be treated. Like in Philly, I never been to a club in Philly where I be treated like the way I'm treated out of state.
But that's the thing of your house never gonna treat you
Yeah,
out of
I
street.
Even my man J Biz, when J Biz and Bossman and having even when I get to the door, I gotta stay in that line and pay my
You
mind.
stay in line. Don't stay in
Let me
line.
talk about.
I don't stay in line.
You see this? I never went Minnesota. I never went Iowa. I never went Fargo and stay in line to a club before.
My man, Schoolboy.
You know what I mean?
I knew you, when I was doing parties. That's when you was a soccer player.
Okay.
I stopped doing parties when you was an artist. I don't do parties no more. I just do this one big event every year. The Morris, as I said, I don't really, my man. Because at the end of the day, right, you have to grow as an individual and leave spaces for other people to come in and be able to how it work. You can't just be doing party promoting forever as an adult. But yeah, my man. So big up to you and everything you got going on. Hopefully the plans that you
So
have.
that many other men are still doing it, but they're not growing you.
I don't know that man.
Y'all just catch everything out his tongue. Like you can't live.
That man know they on. I don't know what the man on. They know they on. But if you want to be a 60-year-old party promoter,
And not only that growing,
be
but they're
my
not
guest.
giving space. You know, I said, or not only they're not growing, but they're not giving space for the other people to
for the
come
young
in.
people to come in and kind of because that's how it gotta be. Like the older people gotta go while the young ones come in. I was in Charlotte. I seen that Pekin DJ. I think he's like 18-year-old, young Pekin doing his thing. I like to see that stuff with younger people involving because that's how it's gonna grow.
Right.
You feel me? So big up to you, bro. Like
Yeah,
for continuing to try to, but you got to work on the consistency though. This year
more
coming
advice.
up.
No more advice.
Because
Schoolboy, you're
InThe
doing
here for
amazing.
you.
I remember speaking to you back in 2023.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the first time me and you had a conversation.
I'm gonna be there on the 6th,
I think the first time I ever seen who Joel was as well was like 2022, 2023. So for me, this is a really nice moment. Like when we say some days you plant the seed, but the tree don't grow.
Right.
This is the day a tree grew for me. So thank you guys.
Thanks for having me too.
Let me say emoji is
Boy,
there.
boss. Biz. Man.
That emoji. So how you keep up out of here? What you doing?
I'm leaving.
Go ahead
Episode's
again.
over. Goodbye.
No, that's that emoji question. Again, producer.
Go again.
But man,
But yeah, man.
you're playing on your phone and you send some guy gave emoji. How you came up with that emoji? So
I'm not that thing. Well, listen, June 6th come out, man. IHL Philly, we outside. You
you
get
can't
me?
have fun.
Yeah,
man.
we'll be there, bro.
So
Damn.
easy. It's
I come to support you, bro.
gonna be a good
Shout out
time.
to the
man.
Fries also. Shout out to you guys, man.
Man,
Respect.
brother.
J-Biz. Yeah.
That begin called took our. That begin a funny begin, bro. I give all that begin I did. I give all.
Biz got problem too, bro.
No, listen.
Biz got problem, bro.
I'm gonna say that.
Oh, that one bass sound, but when I started picking that one, that was speaker. I didn't know what they picking. I just said,
I go that begin to do. I go.
I ain't gonna leave this speaker there. To go down one time, I go.
See the begin kidding. See to dancing. Oh man, I know say you do that.
Ils ont joué un show. Ils ont joué un show.
What do you mean?
Ils ont joué un show. Ils ont joué un thing.